My name is Pedro Mala and I'm going to explain you how this template works. This is a template to be used to manage teleworking requests. So let's say that you have a team and they need to request days off where they can work from home. Okay, so we will use a form in order for allow them to send this request, and we are going to have a couple of boards to manage the process. So if you see, when you open the space, you will have here on the left 3 boards. The main board is used to manage the request. I'm going to show you how it works, but the first thing that you would need to do would be to add your employees to this board, to the teleworking total hours per employee. Okay, so you can add a new employee, and what you need to do also is to create a new label for this employee and add the hours for that employee. Okay, so that's all. Why we are using this template and this column, because the status column you can use in the Monday forms, and it's a unique label. Okay, so they can select only one status at a time. And we use also the status column because in principle you would like to have this board as private. Okay, so we are not using the people column. That could be another approach, because if we use the people column, they will need to be invited to the board, and in principle we don't want that. Okay, the same for the teleworking request management. So this is a board where you also need to add all the employees, and there is an automation on the back end that will connect each employee to the employee with the total hours. Okay, I'm going to show you in a few moments how it works, but first let me show you the different columns in the template. So the first one is the employee name. Then we have a column to provide a feedback for the employee in order to let's say let them know the reason of the approval or rejection. Then we have a typical status column to approve or reject the request, and then we have a few columns that I'm going to explain you. So the first one will be the days that they are requesting, the hours. We are using the Monday default value of 8 in order to mark the number of hours per day that they will consume. Okay, you can change it, and if you want, let's say we can create a more advanced workflow using different hours per day. Okay, but if you see here, they have requested 3 days, so it's 24 hours. Okay. Then we have another column that will show you the remaining hours after this request is approved. So you see, for instance, here we have 100 hours. This is the first request for this employee. There is no approved hours yet. So after the 24 hours are approved, this employee will have 76 hours. So this will help you to show you if they are requesting more hours that they have allowed. Okay. And then there are a few columns that they are used for automation. Okay, so now we have here a form that is this one. So I'm going to ask a new request. So working from home. So this is also optional, because you can let them add some notes about why they are requesting the working from home, or they can leave it empty, so you can remove even this question. Okay? This is mandatory, so they will select their name, and then this is what they are going to do. So I'm going to do a request for this week with a couple of days. Okay, so now I will come back to my board, and I will receive the new request. So this is the request that I have just sent. So if you see, we have received the 16 hours. If I approve this request, this employee will have 52 hours left. Okay, so now I can say okay, and I can approve it. Okay, so once it's approved, if you see now, the remaining balance will be 52 hours, and we have an automation that will send a notification to the employee that stating that your request for these dates has been approved. This is the only thing that you will need to add, let's say. So here we have an automation that this automation, okay, so when a status changes to anything and only if your name is the name of the employee, you will notify that employee. Okay, so what you can do is to duplicate this automation. You can change this status, for instance, David, and then you will select here that team member. Okay, so this is an easy way to send notifications to the employees, and because usually you will have this board also private because you don't want all the employees to see each other request. Okay, then in a more advanced way you will also find these instructions. So just to let you know that you can have also other advanced features for this template. You can have unlimited employees. You can use this template also to manage leaves, holidays, let's say. It's just adapting a few columns. You can also customize the number of columns per the number of hours per date. That can be also used utilizing make.com. So that could be a tool for doing that. And you can also create shareable views for the employees. Let's say that here you can create a view by each employee. I can say I can create a view for Pedro, for instance. This view can be filtered by the employee, and then this view can be shared with the employee. Okay. But in order to do that, you will need to do some changes in the template, because it will need to have all the information living in this board. Okay, but if you think that's interesting, I could help you to do that. Okay, so I hope this is useful for you, and let me know if you have any comment. Bye bye.